Stand by for action. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Well, a very, very good evening to you and welcome along for another 60 minutes, the fastest aviation show on YouTube. Of course, it is gotta be. And coming up tonight, so much great action we have for you. We have Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars there over there in Bahrain. Mark Jeffries is going to be checking in with us just a little bit later. Also, hey, we've got a few features from some of you guys, so stay tuned. And of course, lots of great action. So stay with us for the next 60 minutes. And to start things off, James, he takes us to Japan with this incredible footage filmed just a few years ago of these wonderful F4 Phantoms.
Okay, 05, cancel to spot. C2 spot, now right, 2.
Oculus 01, ready for departure.
Oculus 01, scooter runway 22 right and Alpha Weight.
03 right, line up and red. Oculus 01, request surface wind.
Wind calm.
And as if by magic, we have Mark Jeffries. He's actually in the chat room right now. So don't forget, Mark Jeffries is the leader of the Global Stars there in Bahrain. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask, hey, ask away in the chat room.
Hello, I'm Mark Jeffries, leader of the Global Stars, and you're watching Stu Bear and Air Show World.
And as we said at the beginning of the show, Mark Jeffries, well, he'll be back with us just a little bit later and is in the chat room right now. So if you've got any questions you'd like to ask about the Global Stars or what's been going on down there in Bahrain, I'm sure he'll be very, very pleased to answer any questions. So that's coming up just a little bit later, around about 22 minutes past 7. That's when we'll have that feature from Mark Jeffries. But hey, coming up, it's a non-stop show as always. And coming up for you right now, we have something absolutely fantastic. We've been featuring, as you just saw, some wonderful F4 Phantoms. So hey, let's have the one that we had at the very beginning of the show, taking you back in time to the Waddington Air Show. And from one fabulous classic aircraft to the absolutely stunning B1B doing a barrel roll, believe it or not. This was at the Waddington Air Show back in 2001. And look at that, 29 degrees, blue sky, wall to wall. That's what Mark Jeffries says for the last 10 days. Wow. And of course, he's in Bahrain. And if you were with us last Friday night for the Friday night show, you'd have seen the little video clip that Mark sent across about how they sent the aircraft over to Bahrain. Because last week they were setting everything up. And of course, this week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's the D-Day Darlings here, and we are at East Kirkby Air Show. We're about to go on and sing. It's a wonderful day. You're watching Air Show World with Stu Bear.
Hey, thank you very much there, ladies. Yes, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of course, it's been the Bahrain International Air Show. And around about 7:25, we'll have this feature coming up with Mark Jeffries. Right now, though, let's bring on the noise with the Typhoon. So don't forget, keep those messages coming in for Mark Jeffries from the world-famous aerobatic team, the brilliant Global Stars. Great to see some of the comments coming in tonight. Keep them coming. And in case you didn't realise, Mark is the current holder of the British Freestyle Aerobatic Champion. So hey, he's the main man, so keep the messages coming in. And while it's gone quiet for just 1 second, say hi to a few folks tonight. Say hi to Piotr, Gary Inge, Hobby Time, Mel Cragg. Hey, Mel and Lynn's good to see you. Robert Feely, Marcus Camfield, of course, Mark Jeffries, Alan Burden, Derek Reed, Gilly and Peter. Christiana, always great to see you as well.
Access all intelligence. Thanks, Lift 3.
And also we're saying a very good evening tonight to Adu.
Holding point Bravo, runway 09, 124.8, beyond a 01.
And if you can see the actual chat box at the moment, read that one that's just coming from Mark Jeffries. What a hero.
Bravo, thanks. What's the first right at Charlie? First right, Charlie, anything you want. 01, are you still with me?
Well, coming up right now, hey, we've got the main man. There he is, over there in Bahrain. So, hey, Mark, it's over to you in just a mo. Oh, sorry, 3 minutes. I totally forgot about this little section. Because we have the brilliant dancing B-52.
if able, retain the drag chute until you clear the runway in the hammerhead.
Surge 22 will go, and we'll most likely be turning around down here at the end. You gotta follow me to help us with that.
We will. Do you want to turn around on the runway, or are you going to go through the hammerhead, Surge 22?
If we can go through the hammerhead, the first exit that we can, drop the chute, and then make a right-hand turn back.
Okay, Surge 22, you'll be vacating second left from the end. They check the vehicle's on machine. Surge 22, could you straighten up a little bit, please? I think you're hitting some of the working edge lights.
Wonderful stuff, B-52, and coming up for you right now, here he is, Mark Jeffries over there in
Mark
Bahrain.
Jeffries, Global Stars, reporting for Stu Bear and Air Show World at the Bahrain International Air Show 2024.
And a massive, big thank you. There he is, the main man himself in his very own aircraft. And of course, as you all know, because we feature Mark Jeffries a lot on this particular show, the leader of the Global Stars. And of course, they have been starring in the absolutely fabulous air show down there, the Bahrain International Air Show. So a big round of applause, please, everybody in the chat room, and lots of stars and lots of hearts for Mark Jeffries. Thank you so much there, Mark, and certainly enjoying the sunshine, and I hope, hey, you're starting to feel a little bit, a lot better. Certainly must be flying that amazing aircraft. And probably next week, I'm sure we'll feature some more from the brilliant Global Stars. But thank you very much indeed. I think it'll be in the chat room for a few more minutes. So if you want to ask any questions, please do it right now for Mark Jeffries right in the chat. And Mark, thank you so much. Really appreciate you sending that those clips and of course that brilliant introduction over. And keep enjoying the sunshine. I'm sure it's doing you the world of good. Okay, we've got lots coming up for you, so we're going to keep the show rocking and rolling. Right now, we've got the wonderful sound of Warbirds. Turn the speakers up, enjoy the sound. And I'm pretty sure that Mel and Linz are certainly enjoying this. They're like me, they love this particular location. Of course, it's Shuttleworth. And as if by magic, he puts the comment in the chat. Well, just down the road from Shuttleworth, Old Warden, you'll find another special little airfield, Little Granston. Why am I mentioning that? Well, of course, as you know, that's the home base of Mark Jeffries' And of course, where the global stars,
Speed 6, taxi, immediate departure.
they actually take part in the air show that they always have at the end of August. Bank holiday weekend. And as it's Children in Need night tonight, all the profits from that particular air show go to children in need. So if you want to see Mark Jeffries and the Global Stars, not just in the chat room, not just here on Air Show World, but actually flying their brilliant display, be there next year. And coming up right now on Air Show World, it's that time of the show to find out what some of the Air Show World followers have been doing. Oh, what have you little devils been up to this week? Well, we have this fantastic line drawing that was sent across by UHN 100. He's going to be watching the show back a little bit later because he's over there in the USA. And also Hobby Time. He's been building this fantastic tornado. I gave him the model, a couple of years ago. I said, just take your time. Take all the time in the world. And it's coming on fantastic, my man. So thank you, Hobby Time. And also a big thank you to Piotr. These are some photographs that he took just a couple of weeks ago. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. If you'd like to take part on the show 1 week, send me an email to stu@airshowworld.com. But coming up right now, we've got more fabulous phantoms as James takes us back to Japan. Enjoy. Look at these. These are all painted up. Well, Hobby Time, you're certainly doing a fantastic job. There's no way I could have done that.
Akazawa Tower, is it? Akazawa mission approved, report completing. Mission approved, report complete, Akazawa.
Also on the special mentions tonight, saying a very good evening there to Christina And also hi to Driver Films Shortwave, I think it is.
Sky 531 低いところでコースとランウェイ女性ライフ。コース03です。
Also, hi to Andrew Herbert and Gary Inge. You're going to love what's coming up in a moment. Also got to give a special mention to everybody that watches this back on a replay. I know a lot of people do certainly watch this back, like UHN 100, Becky Davis, and everybody else that watches it back. And if you've missed anything tonight, like Peter Tor, I think he missed his photographs. All you got to do, just rewind the actual live stream right now. And some beautiful video footage there from James in Japan. Greg Mottram, nice to see you as well.
Skymark 531, wind 23010, tailwind, runway 03 left, clear for takeoff. Runway 03 left, clear for takeoff, Skymark 531.
And coming up for you right now on Stu Bear's Air Show World, it's time to go way back in time with classic air shows. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I love this part of the show. We go back to F8 2000 in the pouring rain with Robert Feely. And while Rob was filming this side, I was on the opposite side in John's Field. filmed on high 8. And I'll tell you what, Rob, I'm sure you'll agree. It's come out pretty well, hasn't it? With, of course, a little bit of tweaking by my good self. And here's a big favourite right now. And big hearts to you as well then, Lisa B. Thank you for joining us. Watch this fly past. And that's a sight that anybody that was there that day, including me, will never forget. As always, Rob, a big thank you. Wonderful footage. By the way, that particular tornado that Hobby Time is actually building, I bought that many years ago, and it was 15 pounds.
Hello, my name is Matt Allwright from The One Show and Morning Live, Watchdog, Rogue Traders, all that stuff. And you're watching Air Show World with Stu Bear.
Hey, of course you are. It's a Friday night, so, hey, what else would it be? Great to have your company. Hey, I've still got one of the cats behind me. I did have two when we first started the show, but I think one's decided to go and have some more food. But, of course, I've got the T-shirt on. Oh, that side. Just there. And hey, yeah, if you want any merch, just let us know and I'll send you the link for them. Funny thing, the other day I was just going through Facebook looking at a few different things, and I came across a t-shirt, and I certainly hadn't put it out, and it had Air Show World all over it, with the logo, but with the Air Show World banner going across. So if you see one of those, it's certainly not been put out by me. Mine are normally black or grey. Right, what have we got coming up for you? Well, we got lots more great action, so stay with us. And somebody was mentioning Cosford just a moment ago. See the cat in the background just getting up saying, yeah, I think I'll just move round and have a... Yeah. They spend lots of time asleep. Okay, back to the action for you right now. And what have we got for you? As I said, we've got Cosford, and that is right now. Enjoy this. Some great footage coming up.
Performance measure on. 2 Hurricanes, 2 Spitfires.
Battle on landing from runway 06. You'll all be to the end and right. All to the end and right, copy. Battle on, final spinner.
Well, we mentioned him earlier. We showed some of his videos, and he's in the chat room right now. That's JF Aviation and Railway Videos.
Battle 3, fouls, get out. Battle 3, clear landing turn. Landing turn, Battle 3. Battle 1, slow on the right.
There's lots of personnel down here, boys. Take it easy.
Battle, if you just hold your position there now, maybe he's going to park you on the right on the grass, or right on the grass, stand by.
Tiger 17 at the hold.
Tiger 17, Cosford display. Roger, good afternoon. You are cleared to display. Runway 06 right is in use and the QFE 1004.
06 1004, clear display. Tiger 17.
Oh, Lisa, that is fantastic. You'll have to send us a photograph over.
So if he had his wheels extended, they'd be up.
Also in the chat room this evening, just arrived, it's Tina York. Hi Tina, good to see you as well.
As Gizmo comes back towards us, he'll roll the aircraft so that he's doing an outside turn. He'll be on the outside of this, which means he's pushing negative G and the blood's all rushing to his head. Very uncomfortable. way the smoke streams off the trailing edge, it goes off at a completely different angle through the aircraft.
Christina, it's the F-16.
PGA Cosford display, good afternoon, Cosford runway 06 to QFE 1004, and you'll be cleared to display on arrival. PGA Cosford display, good afternoon, Cosford runway 06 to QFE 1004, and you'll be cleared to display on arrival.
Well, that seemed to jump along, didn't it, eh? I don't know why it moved just then. It shouldn't have done, but let's move this. This was the next particular aircraft. It's the Meteor.
Centrifugal turbojets, they were called. About 7,000 pounds of static thrust from both of those engines together. Compare that with the 27,000 pounds from the F-16's engine that we were seeing just now, all from a single engine. So Meteor designed by George Carter. He previously worked on the Gloster Gladiator, an old biplane. And he'd also designed the first British jet aircraft of all, the E-2839, that allowed Frank Whittle's Powerjet's W1 engine to get airborne in 1941. So Meteors were used successfully against the B-1 Doodlebug flying bombs in the defence of London. They were fast enough to catch up with them. As, of course, were some of the late Mark Spitfires that this strange jet aeroplane was taking over from. specially prepared Meteor Mark IV of the RAF's high-speed flight got the world speed record to 606 miles an hour in 1945 and then raised it to 616, which is rather nice because they were had been part of 616 Squadron. But the reason this model of Meteor looks like it's got an extended nose is that it's an NF-11, a Night Fighter 11, which actually included some early radar. And built not by Glosters, but by Armstrong Whitworth. She's painted in the colours of 141 Squadron at RAF Coltishall. So it's rather nice now that the Air Atlantic Classic Air Force have been able to return her to her birthplace at Coventry. I can remember flying in the back of one of these when I was training to be a navigator. They sat you in the back and gave you a funny navigation age called G, and you got to look into the radar and stuff and things like that. In its role as a night fighter, it was, for the time, reasonably heavily armed. 4 Hispano cannon in the outer wings, 20mm cannon. Could almost get to 500 miles an hour, so faster than the contemporary Spitfires, but not by a huge amount. So John Corley giving us a lovely, gentle display from this graceful old lady. Actually, I've just realised she's the same age as the Vulcan, this aeroplane. She'll see the Vulcan later. He's gone freelance. He offers piloting service to anybody who's prepared to pay for it, really. He specialises in vintage aircraft. He says he's happily married, living in Leicestershire and bringing up a future young pilot. I think age 5 at the moment.
For final pass. Yep.
Hey, Jet Pro 324.
Pro 324, Cosford display, runway 06, the QFE 1004, and you're clear to display.
061004, Jet Pro 324.
Timing. Split-second timing. Heart rate gets faster. Just for a moment, time stands still. Top pilots use split-second timing, pulling G-forces with precision and perfect timing. That's why the world's best display pilots put their trust in Swiss precision timing with avionic watches, and you can be part of this world with perfect timing. Airshow World are proud to offer you 20% off ladies' or gentlemen's avionic watches. This offer is exclusive to Airshow World. Click the link or see the website at Avionic Watches and use the code of Airshow World. Remember, timing is everything with Avionic Watches. And coming up right now on Stu Bear's Airshow World, it's time to take to the skies with some beautiful drone footage. Well, you just saw, hey, the global stars, and earlier in the show, of course, we had Mark Jeffries in the chat room, and so many people were talking and asking him great questions. But right now, this is very special for me. These video clips are all taken by my brother Clive. So, Clive, You're the top man. Thank you. And what a beautiful location it certainly is. It's a very, very easy place to... So distinctive. With that beautiful beach. We're down at Newquay. Oh, beautiful stuff. Thank you very much indeed there, Clive. Still lots of action still to come tonight. How on earth we're going to fit it all in, I do not know, but we certainly will. And coming up for you, hey, we've got a little bit of action.
Here's a Vibrant. Sherry 13, Roger, thank you. Continue on your own navigation, avoid Bryce space, and cleared en route. Good day.
Navigation on break, good day. Thanks. See you next year. Shortly 13.
Thanks, nice departure, I noticed it.
Little bit of action from one of the departure days from the Royal International Air Tattoo. Start off with the mix.
Aris 263, runway 27, you're clear for takeoff. The wind is 240, 6 knots.
Clear takeoff, runway 2. Oh, Firefox. Belgium's 41 crossing south to north.
But the question is, can you guess what year this was?
One's clear for takeoff, 27.
Region 325 Bravo, clear for takeoff runway 27, winds 260 degrees, 10 knots.
Well, what have we got coming up for you right now? More great action. We've got about 3 minutes, so let's have a bit of Vulcan.
Starting at about 160 knots, 184 miles an hour, and accelerating up to 300 knots. and pulling away off to our left to come straight in from the far side of the airfield. And the noise there coming from 4 Rolls-Royce Bristol Olympus engines, 202 engines, 16,500 pounds of static thrust each, total of about 65,000. The same engine, a later model, was the engine that powered Concorde. Of course, the Concorde ones had reheats. This was not a supersonic aeroplane, the Vulcan, but if you look at the shape, and if you extend that shape by about 1 3/4, you do actually get recognisably Concorde. The shape that was to become Vulcan, first drawn on a scruffy piece of paper in 1946 by the man who designed the fantastic Lancaster, Roy Chadwick. He died in 1947 in a crash, and he never saw his brilliant design fly. Nor did he see it become the first successful operational delta-wing aircraft in the world, rather like R.J. Mitchell not seeing his Spitfire into RAF service. So
well, guys, it was a lot later than that.
Into a spiral climb.
As far as I remember, those departure videos we just saw a moment ago, I think they were around about 2009, 2010, around about then.
You've got 2 engines on each side with a single intake, and under certain conditions,
Marcus, it could have been 2012.
This aeroplane was a significant player in that ending of the Cold War. She was kept on after Vulcans virtually went out of service as part of the Vulcan display flight, because then, as now, everybody loved her so much they wanted her to keep on flying as a display aircraft. And she finally retired from the RAF in 1993. Now, as she comes by this time, watch for the bomb doors opening, and you'll see that capacious bomb bay that carried 21 1,000-pound bombs. So Jonathan Lazari, the AEO, is opening the bomb bay as she goes by. And that, of course, is the heart of the bomber. And that was the bomb load that Martin Withers, sitting in the right-hand seat today, took the more than 6,000 to 7,000 miles down to the Falkland Islands from Ascension Islands, 7,000 miles round trip. He was supported by 11 Victor tankers. And he had 18 refuelings in order to get that bomb load to the Falkland Islands and bomb the runway at Port Stanley. He dropped all 21 1,000-pound bombs, and they hit the runway with 2, and that was about par for the course, because these were dumb wartime bombs. If you wanted to make sure of hitting a point target, you had to have lots of overkill. So they did what they were supposed to do, and they eventually got back. Martin Withers was awarded the DFC, and it was a turning point in the Falklands War. It gave the Argentines pause for thought, and they didn't station their fast jets on the Falkland Islands, which was significant in the prosecution of the war.
Last pass.
After she left the
Falcons inbound for the last pass.
Okay, roger.
See, she can whisper by when she's not making lots of noise.
Display brought toward 640 with it.
Good afternoon, runway 06 in use, 31005.
Roger, we're turning in at the lake. It takes about another 30 seconds to get back onto the lake and then 1.5 seconds to get in.
And Vulcan, that's now display complete, and we're turning on a 070. We'll continue with Shoreby approach. Also, Roger, you've got a formation to the northeast of you, 3 miles at manoeuvre.
Hi, it's Stu Bear from Air Show World, and I'm very proud to announce our sponsor, the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company. And for viewers of Air Show World, you can get 15% off from the world's best tea and coffee company. Plus, you'll be helping Air Show World grow. Just use the code AIRSHOW. That's the Kent and Sussex Tea and Coffee Company.
Caravan Radio. Now, Caravan Radio is a radio station for the caravan and motorhome community. And in particular, I present a show weekday afternoons between 1 and 4 called The Check-In. We look at top tips, top destination ideas, and a bit of chat and information from the caravan and motorhome community. So if you get the chance, do check it out. Caravan Radio. You find us online at caravanradio.co.uk. Now, back to The Travelling Bear with Stu Bear.
Caravan Radio.
Hi, it's Stu Bear with a reminder about our Friday night live studio show at 7 o'clock UK time with Aviation Videos, Air Show World followers, where you can send in your photographs and videos and they could just be featured. We have exclusive offers from aviation watches through to tea and coffee. We've got classic aircraft, wonderful Warbirds, great introductions, and the best display pilots in the world. And you can be part of the show with our chat and get a mention live on air. It's got to be the fastest aviation show on YouTube every Friday night from 7 p.m. with Stu Bear on Air Show World.
Well, that is just about it. Yes, you are watching Air Show World, but as a quick reminder, you heard me doing the reminder just a moment ago, our other, I'm on that side now, our other great YouTube channel, if you like seeing great locations and all the rest of it. Join us over there on the Travelling Bear with Stu Bear. And of course, you get to meet the one and only Jasmine. There she is. And she's downstairs at the moment. She is absolutely fantastic. And the cat's behind us. Well, we've gotten a little bit late tonight. And yeah, you see the T-shirt. Now, if I turned around, I don't know whether you can see it. There we go. I don't know if you could see that at all. But yeah, the logo's on the back as well. If you do see some other ones, they've got a big square just here with Air Show World and the name going across, right? That way. That's it. They are not done by myself. I just came across them on Facebook the other day and I thought, huh? That's a bit strange. I didn't do those. But yeah, if you are ever interested in any merch, send me a message and I will certainly send you the link where to get them from. Okay, last quick mention. You've got 15 seconds to get your last message into the chat room. So who have we got? Andrew Herbert says, brilliant show tonight. Well, it's been brilliant to see you, so thank you very much. You can see my eyes have gone over that side. Normally I have another camera just up there, so when I'm looking at the other screen, I'm still looking at the camera, but we'll set that up for next week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any helicopters in this week. I will do my best for you next week, okay? Big thank you to the one and only #1 UK display pilot, Mark Jeffries, who's in Bahrain. If you've missed anything, certainly rewind it and see that great feature from Mark Jeffries over in Bahrain with the great air show that they've got over there at the moment. In fact, today was the final day and they were actually live from the cockpit doing a live stream earlier in the day. I posted the links earlier on the Air Show World Facebook page. if you haven't popped over there yet, certainly make sure you follow that. You'll find some great videos. Also, big thank you to James from JF Aviation Videos and Railways. Hope I've got it the right way round this week. And also, thank you for the videos that we featured earlier from James. Who wants could we say hello to? Gary Inge, great to see you. Hope everything's going to be okay with you. What's the song that's played in the drone footage? I've no idea what it was. It was some music excuse me, that Clive actually put on from YouTube, some non-copyright music. And of course, thank you to my brother Clive, thinking of you, mate, most certainly. Marcus Camfield, always good to see you. Tina York and Christiana, great to see you. Hope I pronounce your name correctly. And Piotr, good to see you, my boy. And anybody else? I think that's just about it. Gillian Peter, they're in Lincolnshire. And of course, Mel and Lynn's. I kept calling her Lynn at one point, and yeah, she doesn't like that. So anyway, listen, put a smile on your face, keep smiling all the way through. Don't forget, hey, pop over, watch BBC Children in Need, and we will see you hopefully next Friday night. Until then, have yourself an absolutely wonderful weekend. Keep in touch with the bear, and you can always send us a message over there on the Air Show World page. But for tonight, that's it. We'll see you very, very, very soon. Thank you, and a big special